Hello and welcome to VLearn. This is session number 3 of Technology Management. In this session, we are going to cover implications of technological change. Topics to be covered in this session are production functions and technological change, nature of technological change, information technology revolution, and macro effects of technological change. Now, first of all, production functions and technological change. Basically, a production function attempts to specify the output of a production process. Like, what is a process? Process is just like a functions of the various factors of production. So that's why we can say that it is a process, because in this we are attempts to specify the output of the process. In this we can take example of labor, capital, technology, organization, and land. Now, it may also possible to explicitly state the nature of this function based on econometric studies. Like this function means your production functions. प्रोडक्शन फंक्शंस का अगर आपको नेचर डिटरमाइन करना है तो वो हम इकोनॉमिक मेट्रिक को यूज करके भी कर सकते हैं, बट in this particular of unit we are not going to study this because this is not a part of this particular session. So for that purpose now we are studying a isoquant. So first of all, we must understand what is isoquant. An isoquant specifies a range of alternative combinations of two factors of productions. One is, we can say, labor, and another one is your capital. These two factors are used to produce a given quantity of the output, and इसके अंदर हम एक एज्यूम्पशन रखते हैं कि जितने भी दूसरे फैक्टर्स हैं उन सब के लिए हम एक एक क्वांटिटी अज्यूम कर लेते हैं. सो बेसिकली हमें जो मेन फैक्टर्स हैं वो हमारे लेबर और कैपिटल हैं, बट जो दूसरे फैक्टर्स हैं लाइक योर स्टेट ऑफ नॉलेज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी विच इज़ नॉट कांस्टेंट, सो वी कैन अज्यूम दैट कि देयर आर अजम्पशन. लाइक हम ये अज्यूम करके चल रहे हैं कि हमारा जो टेक्नोलॉजी का स्टेट है या फिर नॉलेज है वो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम कॉन्स्टेंट ही रहने वाली है. तो ये हमारी अजम्पशन है. सो उनके अजम्पशन पे बेस्ड हम लेबर और कैपिटल इन दोनों की वैल्यूज को डिटरमाइन करते हैं एंड फाइनली उसके थ्रू हम ये पता लगाते हैं कि व्हाट इज द रेंज ऑफ combinations which we can use for these two factors. Now, when we are discussing production functions and technological change, in this there is a graph related to isoquants and the change in technology. In this particular graph, in the x-axis we are having labors and in the y-axis the capital. Now, in this figure, the AB, that is this line, which here is A point and at this level is B point. So AB is an isoquant which representing various combination of labor as well as capital, because on both the axes we have these two terms. One is labor and another one is capital. So if we want to produce a higher quantity of product, that means another isoquant, then there should be some variations or various combinations or different combinations of labor and capital so that we can draw different isoquants which gives us the higher quantity. So in this we can see that the C and D which represent another isoquant like this. This is your C and D, the dotted lines starts here with C and ends with D. This is another isoquant, and in this particular graph we have a third isoquant, that is EF. EF is below AB and CD is above AB. This signifies that कि जो CD आपका isoquant है वो आपके लिए जो output level है वो higher है, but in EF in this particular we have output level lower as compared to AB. Now, in this three isoquants we can see the three levels of technology. In this approach, if the relative price of labor as well as capital is known to you, then you can also find the optimum mix of labor and capital to just minimize the cost of production, because हमारे यही दो ऐसे important factors हैं जिसका use करके हम determine करते हैं what will be the higher cost for me. Now, in this there is a point known as X and another one is X dash. So, a change in factor price results in a movement of the isoquant. Like movement कहाँ से हुई आपके अगर देखें आप तो x to x dash, there is a movement, और we can say that there is a change in technology जो कि result कर सकता है किसी भी shift में isoquant के. और we can say that here is a change between isoquants from AB to AB dash or A dash or B dash, like in this particular figure. Here is X and here is Y. This one line is AB and this one is A dash and B dash. Here is a slight change in the price and you can see the isoquant change slightly. A dash and B dash is superior to that used because before the change in technology. However, where we corresponding shift in the optimal point. In this particular graph, we have two optimal points X and Y. So when we are shifting from X to Y, there is more difficult to interpret. Now, here we assume that the factor price such that P is that point at which the price are optimum and we shift P to Q in under certain circumstances where we change in technology occurs or we are assuming that the labor is constant, the labor efficiency has been improved and etc. So अगर हमारे यहाँ पर लेबर इंटेंसिटी जो है या फिर लेबर की जो हमारी एफिशिएंसी है वो इम्प्रूव हो जाती है एज कंपेयर टू capital efficiency, then we can say that the P point, which is the optimum point, now shift to Q point. But on the other hand, if the factor price such that at point R, which is on AB line, shifted to S, so S as a technological change, because it would appear that the change in technology has mostly been of the capital argumenting type. So for a smooth isoquant, we can say that there are many combinations of labor and capital because ultimately एक isoquant जो है वो combination of labor और capital ही होता है. So कोई भी change आप factor price में करें वो immediately आपका reflect करेगा एक optimum mix में जो कि आप labor और capital का कर रहे हैं. This is your third graph, which is production function with no factor substitution. In this, we are not doing any substitution. Like in this, if we are changing our assumptions that the amount of labor and capitals can be mixed in infinite number, then only this particular graph appears. Like in this, we assume the extreme possibilities. That is, the proportion of labor and capital is predetermined at any given level of the technology. We know what is the proportion of labor or capital. Then, each point of the production function represents one process of producing the product, and associated with each of these processes is a certain technological knowledge which is specific to that particular process. Like in this, we have two different processes which are available to produce the product. One is represented by A point and another one is represented by B point. Given different factors changes or factor prices, each of these processes can economically viable in different economics. Like we can discuss about developed countries or we can discuss about developing countries. So in both the cases, we have different price factor and so has a different graph. Now, there are certain categories of nature of technological change. So in this, the first category is incremental innovations. They are very small and marginal improvements brought about by individual unit and firm out of the experience of working with the specific process or the product. Because in this, your product is specific, your process is specific, but you are taking improvement some marginal basis. में कोई ड्रास्टिक इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं है बट एक स्मॉल या मार्जिनल इम्प्रूवमेंट आप लेके आ रहे हैं इन एक इंडिविजुअल यूनिट में सो दैट कि आपका जो वर्किंग है एक स्पेसिफिक प्रोसेस और प्रोडक्ट की थोड़ी सी चेंज हो पाए. नॉर्मली दिस पर्टिकुलर गिव राइज टू अ प्रोडक्टिविटी इम्प्रूवमेंट्स बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली वी वांट बेटर प्रोसेस बेटर प्रोडक्ट. And in this, the R&D, that is research and development efforts in India, basically by using this particular factors has often increased incremental due to this incremental factor. In this, we can take example of auto industries. The auto industry normally implements this incremental innovation for their growth. Second category is radical innovations. Radical innovations, these innovations are disjointed events which is difficult to predict and have a substantial effect on productivity, cost and quality. Because किसी भी प्रोडक्ट के ये तीन मेजर्स बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं, प्रोडक्टिविटी, कॉस्ट एंड क्वालिटी. और जो आपका रेडिकल इनोवेशन है ये नॉर्मली एक ऐसे डिसजॉइंट इवेंट्स होते हैं जिससे हम बहुत ज़्यादा इजी नहीं है बट मुश्किल है बिकॉज यहाँ पे हमें प्रिडिक्ट करना है for having have a substantial effect, which in turn have effect on productivity, cost as well as your quality. The development of a jumbo passenger aircraft or one with a supersonic speed would fit in this category, because in this we are taking different disjoints and finally we need a better product. So in this case we can say that the example here is your jumbo passenger aircraft. Next is new technological system. Some of the radical innovations in course of time end up developing an entire cluster of many radical innovations which are interconnected with each another. We can say that interconnection with each another by the both factor, technological as well as economical. So we can say that we are creating a new industry, because radical changes हमने अपनी अपनी जगह पे अलग अलग इवेंट्स में करे हैं, बट फाइनली जब उन सारे डिसजॉइंट इवेंट्स को हम एक साथ लेके आते हैं, इंटरकनेक्ट करते हैं, चाहे वो टेक्नोलॉजिकल से हो या फिर इकोनॉमिकल से, so finally we are entering a new industry that is known as new technological system, the entire new, which is a mixing of the two particular different environment. The cluster of petrochemical innovations is finally created a petrochemical industry. Now, in this particular new technological system, there are various radical innovations which are forming a part of the new technological system, because ultimately first step is to make radical innovations and then second step is to just make a new technological system. Next one is your technological revolution. Now, these are technological changes that are all pervasive and affect many branches of economy through product innovations, process innovation as well as organizational innovations. कोई भी हो सकता है, innovation in your product, innovation in your process और innovation in your organization. इन तीनों में से किसी में भी कोई innovation अगर हम लेके आते हैं तो finally it gives us a technological revolution. They have also been described as changes of techno-economic paradigms, as they affect the techno-economic viability of existing product as well as your process designs. So we can say that कि जो भी हम इसके अंदर वर्क कर रहे हैं, that is described by using this techno-economic paradigms. Changes in techno-economic paradigms produces in their wake a new generation of a new and an improved product as well as services. So these changes offer scope of the new employment generations, investment as well as the large productivity gains. In technological revolution, कोई भी चेंज आप टेक्नो इकोनॉमिक पैराडिग्म्स में लेके आए, वो नॉर्मली एक न्यू जनरेशन्स को ही इम्पार्ट करते हैं, फिर चाहे वो कोई भी न्यू रेंज हो आपके कैपिटल इक्विपमेंट्स में, चाहे किसी भी सेक्टर में, मीन्स इन एनी सेक्टर ऑफ इकोनॉमी. दीज पर्टिकुलर चेंजेस offers you a employment generation investment. Finally we need employment, so for that we can use this technological revolution. So this is a particular graph. In this the x-axis determines the communication and y-axis determines the computers. In this graph there are certain short terms like TR stands for transistor, IC is for integrated circuits, LSI for large scale integration, VLSI is very large scale integration, CNC, this is our computers and communication, SDESS first generation electronic switching system, and TDESS, that is second generation electronic switching system. So this is your graph which showing the convergence of components, computers and the communication together in a single graph. This graph tells us about the information technology revolution. In this technology, electronic components technology and the communication technologies along with the appropriate software shows you that they are converged towards a catchy word like a information technology. In simple terms we can say IT. But what is IT? IT is just a combination of your technology, your components technology and your communication technology. And so in short we can say that there are three types of technology in the IT terms. First is related to your computer technology, second one related to your electronic component technology, and third one is your communication technology. So we can refer IT to a variety of having a variety of elements and which we utilize to create, transfer, transform and even to convey the information through the means Like we have the elements. In this particular, we can also say that the IT helps us to know the how factor in any area. So if we want to develop in IT, we must have produced a gain in the productivity, which results in the inflammations in trends, in prices, as well as your substantial improvements. Now, change in product. This is your next in your information technology revolution. So we can say that कि अगर मुझे information technology पढ़ना है और उसकी ये देखना है कि उसमें क्या क्या revolutions है, so I must know कि what are the major changes which brought about that development in IT. So in this list we first have the change in products, like प्रोडक्ट्स चेंज हो जाना. और प्रोडक्ट्स कैसे, लाइक आईटी जो है उसने एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चेंज लेके आया है बाय रिप्लेसिंग दिस मैकेनिकल लाइक योर वॉचेस टू द इलेक्ट्रोमैकेनिकल calculator or other electronic media just like your computer. So you can see the upgradation from watches to calculator, calculator to computer. So this is due to the IT, and that is the change in product. Now the change in product has three major consequences. In the list we first have the value addition, which is transformed from the manufacture and assembly of the parts to the production of the electronic assemblies, sub-assemblies, which are again associated to a software. So we can say that in this particular, we can take an example of telephone switching equipments. In this particular, we have a fact that the manufacture of electronic component based system can have very low labor intensity. Obviously, because if we are using a electronic component base, so there are some components which is already made and I need to just only integrate that components to make a new software. Second effect, which is due to the product change, is shortening of product life cycle. Product design of many products get linked to development in information technology. Third major factor is integrated into large system, क्योंकि finally we need to make a large system which we use or which has the ability to create, store, retrieve, transfer, transform and even convey the information, because ultimately we use IT for it. For an example, we can take an electronic typewriter which can not only type but also store the typed information for the later processing on a microcomputer. So this is an example of IT. Next in the list we have change in services. For this we can say that service means to me is bundles of benefits, some of which may be tangible or may not be tangible. Means it can be tangible, it can be intangible, but they may be accompanied by a facilitating goods also. So information technology is already affecting the productivity of the service production, as well as it also increase their transportability. Like we can see like in change in service, कोई भी ऐसी सर्विस जो टेंजिबल इनटेंजिबल हो, IT ऑलरेडी उसके अंदर कोई ना कोई अल्ट्रेशन कर रहा है, वो उसकी प्रोडक्शन को रेस करता है एंड फाइनली उसकी ट्रांसपोर्टेबिलिटी को भी बढ़ाता है, सो दैट वन कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट चेंजेस आर देयर एंड व्हाट चेंजेस अगेन कैन मेक इन दैट सर्विस. Next one is stagnant personal service. In this particular service, we require the direct contact between the customer as well as the service provider, the person who is providing the service and the one who using that service. In this particular case, the quality of the service to a greater extent depend on the amount of the time which is spent on the service, because यहाँ पर जैसे आपके नॉर्मली हम एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं हेयर कटिंग का, जहाँ पे दोनों पर्सन्स का एक मोमेंट पे होना ज़रूरी है, दोनों ही अपना टाइम डिवोट करते हैं. सो यहाँ पे एक गेन लेना, एक सिग्निफिकेंट गेन लेना तभी पॉसिबल है अगर आप वहाँ पे अपना एक टाइम डिवोट करते हैं, और वो भी टाइम जो कि नेसेसरी है दोनों एंड से, फ्रॉम द कस्टमर एंड एज वेल एज योर सर्विस प्रोवाइडर एंड. नेक्स्ट वन इज सब्स्टिट्यूएबल पर्सनल services. These services requires direct personal contact, but it is also possible to substitute those services with technological alternative if possible. Means जरूरी नहीं है कि दोनों का होना एक मोमेंट पे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, but अगर one person can replace another one or one person can be replaced by some other technology, then it also welcome in this, because its name suggests like substitutable, in which we can substitute. IT plays a bigger role in this by just improving the productivity and performance. Progressive service, when we are taking a progressive service, in this technological change affects the productivity of directly or indirectly then personal, which we discuss in personal. So अगर मुझे इक्विपमेंट की प्रोडक्टिविटी को डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट करना है तो प्रोग्रेसिव सर्विसेज ज़्यादा इफेक्ट कर सकते हैं. In this we have some hardware, some software which we use to render the service or information technology. Next in the list we have explosive services. Services that do not require the personal contact belongs to this particular services, like your telecommunication. In telecommunication, both the person need not to be contact personally. So in this, IT brings a significant change and also increases the productivity. Development in IT are also contributing to generation of new services in this particular category, because in this both the person need not be available at the same moment in a personal contact. Transportability of a services brought at least 3 major effects in this. Like it has led to internationalization, because in this we can flow messages and cross border in a minute, in a second. Second effect is relates the changes in the barrier to entry in a service, because there is no barrier to entry in a service. Then transportability of service has also increased. In this we can say that a transparent market is available for you to just exchange your information, like your foreign exchange market and etc. Next is your change in processes. Information technology change processes in 2 ways. Firstly, incorporates the higher level of skills and functions into equipments. Equipments are there, but अब उसके अंदर आपने higher level की skills और ज़्यादा incorporate कर दिए हैं to easy going working. It also increases the flexibility of many processes just to achieve the economic scope, which can improve your continuous production of individualized products. Process automation is also there. Like now we can use automated product to just performing that task which is earlier done by labor. In this we can say that we are using the training and retraining of the labor. In this category we can include your technicians, your operators, etc. This is the graph which shows the change in process. In this you can see that productivity and flexibility. Flexibility this way and productivity from high to low. X-axis contain the your number of different parts, and the y-axis contains the production volumes, and finally this graph is representing the different stage of manufacturing or automation. Like from this transfer line, then flexible transfer line means flexibility just slightly increases, and so as the productivity. Both are opposite to each other. Change on tech organization, change in product, service, processed, ये सब डिस्कस कर लिया है, but in many cases they all are the new forms of management structures and business organization. So ultimately the organization structure cannot be static. It should be dynamic, or it should be changed so that we can change products, services and processes. So we can say that these are all are interlinked. Information technology also perform higher integration of suppliers, vendors and subcontractors also, because these all are the part of organizations itself, so that they can manufacture a new product. In this list we can also include the specialized suppliers, because जब भी चेंजेस को अडेप्ट करना होता है किसी प्रोडक्ट या प्रोसेस में, तो एक स्पेशलाइज्ड पर्सन उसे इजीली अडेप्ट कर लेता है एज कंपेयर टू अनस्पेशलाइज्ड वन. These are certain macro effects of technological change. In the list, we first have the increasing knowledge intensity of production, because the growing importance of knowledge inputs in production is clearly visible in almost industries. Like it can be your engineering, advertising, marketing, management. Everywhere we can see a remarkable knowledge increase. Second is your greater mismatch of skills. In technological change, this is the general effect of replacing the labor with capital. As capital equipment with newer technologies enters the production process, and in this particular effect, we have two profound effects. First one is your employment level of personnel contacted, and second one, which is the skills required by a person to work with a new generation of technology. Last effect is your erosion of competitive advantage of developing countries, because developing countries have traditionally been having the competitive advantage of being cheap and abundant labor or some other natural resources. So these are some effects which is due to the technological change. Now there is an exercise for you. Firstly, you need to explain the explosive services in which there is no personal contact. And lastly, explain information technology revolution with diagrams. Thank you. Happy learning. Be learning.